Yasaba, Elishiva, I didn't know. Elishiva, Elivashi, Elivava, Elishiva.
Na me enyamwa. Ko tudi ya de
Elivava, girl, not Elivava.
Oh, I didn't say. It didn't want to
Elishiva. We was never fast you say.
Now what about? Wait, na be kan say.
All right, okay.
One na e fra kwale obe friend say. Ah? And now I would have from
Mr. and Mrs. Nakbo. Now. Elishiva. Okay, so.
Happy birthday, I'm here. You are also aware, Ziama, here for Ziama. Then you do whom you may tell you the drink, whom you see Papa. And just go and come out
0302 2 up to 4. I bring my acquaintance just about 3 minutes. Say we see political environment, you know, was for adventure.
Hamburg for Okrum, for any and address in the Omina, I should be any Hamburg and a paint, yes, and come out. Julian, Julian Hotel, just so, and a pay in chair and come out so papa.
Okay. Well, so that's it. The president says he said on your way, say BBC Air Kosovo. Oh,
psychiatric sunrise.
Yeah, that's very bad.
Oh yeah, because also
the health minister.
Or quite I briefing or say BBC. I said run see and run up. I think and run and saw so in run. And also
Peter Yakwachi, spokesperson. Good morning. Apomti saying. Hello, good morning. Unfortunately, I see the name. Now, Peter Aquati, spokesperson. Am I? Now the referee one. I feel the Peter Aquati spokesperson. What out? And I want to bring it out for Adom. It's you.
I told you my wife, market now. This on the phone because in crime, one and the you do a marketer. Now I frame my cat.
Now phone now crowd. Me who phone a crowd. For where me
are super.
Na electoral commission for na me bo mpaya ta o mati se afi bibi abeko juju na o ma just 1% election be ba san me na ya achu e be dia no 7 December dia o say to aba no e frɛ so mo thank you na fan free court ne yan to ya aba aga na eni kono.
Okay, all right.
Well buy see eternity
you fancy how
I'm not yes sir and so I'm saying because US for to aba woman to aba to aba 8 woman frase to aba dey omo early voting but omo to aba but proper one dey no be so women that also want to so omo dey basis
well the question for you we ya ba ebere omo dey na ato aso nti aunty enka Wallace so I crowd but they go going see be bro after so for you.
Right, it hasn't come to my attention, but I do know that the area of mental health is one of the areas where we need to focus attention. I mean, it is, as psychiatrists tell us, that all of us have a bit of madness in us, and that somehow we all have some mental disorder or the other. And so it means that it is something that we need to pay attention to. We passed the new mental health bill, and government is committed to its implementation. We will take immediate steps to resolve the issue at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital, and I'm going to call the Minister of Health after this program to see what the issues are and see how we resolve them. But going forward, in our manifesto, we have a clear plan for mental health. What we have said is that we're going to move the Accra Psychiatric Hospital from where it is currently, Asylum down, and we're going to move it to Pantan Hospital and develop Pantan Hospital into a first-class, state-of-the-art mental health facility so that we have their budget in one place and we're able to pay more attention to.
Well, it's feasible. To start with this, they will need to discharge them first and then repatriate them. So that is what you have to do. It's the last resort. The point is that if the patients are there, there is no nurse to attend to them. You should have been here yesterday, the evening to see. They just lock them up. If anything happens, what happens? That will be serious. So we will have to, those who are well enough, maybe not exactly well, who would have been sent home if everything were equal, but who are well enough under the circumstance to be taken home to continue their medication. Those are the patients who have been discharged and sent back home.
So, but for the circumstances in which the Accra Psychiatric Hospital finds itself, would they have repatriated? Would they have deemed it necessary to repatriate them?
We would have sent them gradually, maybe a few at a time, because frankly, the hospital is downsizing, or we are all downsizing the hospital. It used to be about 1,200, 1,300 patients on the wards, and we have consciously tried to send a good number of them who are well enough to go home to continue their treatment. So we've come down to 430 now. We still intend going down to about 300. But this acute situation is such that we can't even wait till that scheduled arrangement. So those who are well enough to go, we need to quickly send them home so that their relatives can continue their management at home. And that is why we have had to embark on this acute situation.
But would the hospital put in measures in place to make sure that those who are repatriated are monitored to see if,
We have community nurses, community psychiatrists in the various communities, so they will be taking care of them.
The repatriation is something we already do, but now we want to do it on a bigger scale because the nurses are not on the wards. So there are patients who have been well for some time. We've called their relatives, they are not coming for them. So we are going to go on the wards and assess them again, all the patients on the wards, the ones who are well enough and can go home. Either we send them home or we arrange for them to go home by providing transportation for them to go home. So that's what we are going to do starting from today.
So the process would be, first of all, checking them to see if they are well?
Yes. So the doctors are going to go on the wards right now. We'll assess each and every patient to see whether they are well. If they are not well, we'll keep them. But most of them are doing well and can be at home. So once you can be at home, we send you home.
Okay. But would the hospital have found it necessary to do this, but for the financial constraints in which you find yourself?
It's something that we already do from time to time. Just that this time it has become more important and necessary because of the circumstances that we are going through. So we are going to do it on a larger scale and then do it as needed because of what we are going through at the moment.
Are you able to tell us, are you able to do a guesstimation of the number of patients you'll be sending home?
Well, I can't tell how many we will be sending home because we are now going to assess them, but we are aiming at about 200 patients.
200 patients?
Yes, that's what we are aiming at. But the conditions on the ward will determine how it will go, how well the patients are, then we'll send them.
Okay. Finally, now that the wards are without the nurses, who is catering for the patients?
So now we have health aides who assist the nurses. They are not on strike, so some of them are there. We have some senior nurses too, who have been called to supervise them. So they are around, but that is not enough because we need a large scale. Already we don't have enough workforce. So the nurses that we have who are not there right now, and the place is being run by health aides, is not really adequate. And then some of the patients who are well are also assisting in caring for the patients who are ill. So that's what we are doing right now.